hoping to collate people's experience of child loss. So I want to really look at how people have managed those early days, how they've managed kind of first Christmas, first anniversary, all of those big dates that can be so tricky when we've lost a child, and put them together in a book to share with newly bereaved parents. It's almost like a support package in a book for them, just so that they feel a little bit less isolated and that they can see that everything goes really, and there's so many different things that people can try and that people might find some comfort in, and just some tools and tips of how they might like to honour anniversaries and celebration dates. I came across a really lovely book a couple of weeks ago, which is a similar thing but for new mums. So it's mums sharing their experiences and their stories with new mums, because again that can be a really vulnerable time, and I saw it and I thought, gosh, this would be so amazing to do for newly bereaved parents, because again it's something that unless you have access and you're put in contact with other newly bereaved parents, it can be really difficult to navigate and you can be left feeling really isolated and alone. I hope that it will bring some comfort and some kind of sense of community to other parents going through that, especially in those early days where it's really, really dark and really, really difficult, that it will give them some hope and some ideas for the future and going forward and how they can manage that, and just make them feel like they're being held, like there's a community, there's other people that have been through this and that can help with that journey. And I also hope that it will help family and friends of people who are experiencing the loss of a child, because again that can be really difficult, and I know in my experience a lot of friends and family didn't know how to approach that with me, and they didn't know what to say. So some of them didn't say anything because they were really scared, and actually if they can pick up a book like that as well and think, oh right, I've got something that I can maybe talk about or I can approach or suggest, it just helps them to best support their friend or family member as well. Please get in touch, I would love to hear from you. I want to get as many stories as possible, regardless of the age of your child, whether that was in pregnancy or at birth or ongoing. Please do, if you feel able to, share your story with me.